So the Jets are in.
Yes.
Thankfully, in big part to the Calgary Flames. Flames are in as well, but the LA Kings are out. Huge stat. First team in 8 years to miss playoffs this season after winning the Stanley Cup. Oh, by the way, welcome to Sportscentre. It was one of the wildest games in MLB playoff history. Game 5 of the ALDS between the Jays and Rangers. It had everything, including a 53-minute seventh inning that fans will never forget. Started with a rule that few had ever heard of, leading to fan outrage, a stoppage in play, 3 straight errors from the Rangers, and then the bat flip. The Jays host the Rangers tonight for the first time since that game. Let's head now to Kelsey Braid and Scott MacArthur. Jesse, he's a 5-time MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion. He holds numerous records. So where would you rank Peyton Manning among the all-time great quarterbacks in NFL history? As I'm playing with my sunglasses because I see McFly behind me. Remember in Back to the Future 2 when they predicted that in the year 2015 the Chicago Cubs would sweep the Miami Marlins at the time? Lester, well known for his troubles throwing to first base. Bottom 2, the comebacker stuck in his glove. Just chuck the whole thing to first. The Cubs are, after all, on the verge of a sweep of the defending champion Giants. Currently sit in the second NL wildcard spot.
Man, McFly, you're cool.
Giants taking on the Cubs. Jake Arrieta, 6-1 with a 1.37 ERA in his last 9 starts. Going to work early. Gregor Blanco, see ya. That's called a curveball. The Astros, while red hot at one point, have started to cool off as we head down the stretch. They're cooling off. They don't need the sunglasses. Despite adding to the rotation at the trade deadline, they've still lost 5 of their last 6. I am working with children. Taking on the Athletics, Mike Fiers making his first start for Houston. Bottom 4, former Blue Jay, that man, Danny Valencia, was sorry to see him go. Played his 4th game with Oakland, sends Fiers' pitch into the left field bleachers. Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz going head-to-head at UFC 196 in Vegas this Saturday. Okay, it's been over 2 years since he's been in the octagon, but he's been keeping busy. He is an MMA legend, and he is George St. Pierre. Is there anyone that you've met or a moment that you've had where you've kind of been like, okay, wow, this is my life? Joined now by Anthony Mackie, whose new movie, 999, hitting theaters tomorrow. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I hear you can rap. How about a little freestyle?
Yeah, that's right. So I copyright. Prove them wrong, prove myself right.
Sam, some have called Dwayne Casey's coaching in this series bold. He sat DeMar DeRozan in the 4th quarter in Game 2, went with that smaller lineup in the 4th quarter in Game 5. What have you thought of those adjustments? I like how you just found a way to compare yourself to the grade 8.
Well, I was kind of like him, obviously not as good. That's how I tried to create offense.
Okay, sure. It's pretty unbelievable to think just how far Jake Arrieta has come. He struggled with an ERA of 5.46 through 3 seasons with Baltimore. In fact, he was statistically the worst starting pitcher in Orioles history with a minimum of 60 starts. Arrieta was so bad, he even considered quitting the game after his ERA swelled above 7 in 2013, which makes what he's doing right now just that much more special. Blackhawks and Ducks, under 2 to play in the 3rd. Chicago down a pair. Marian Hossa absolutely buries the one-timer. His 4th of the year, cuts the deficit in half with a $1.41 to play. Just under 3 to go in the half. Cutler loads of time. He goes 44 yards to a very covered Brandon Marshall. He makes a huge catch. Cutler was 18 for 24 with 216 yards in the first half as the Bears lead 14-10. You guys like that they're chanting your name behind us right now. It is Game 5.
I heard them yelling your name too.
I heard a couple carrots. That's okay. I'll take it.
There's a carrot. There's a carrot right
there we
now.
go. Let's get it back to Sportscentre. And I know what you're thinking. Cleveland has this, but let's not forget, Detroit is just one of 4 teams in the East to go into Cleveland this year and come out with a win. And they're the only team to go there and win twice this regular season. Just saying. Thanks for watching.